I think I have finally found the rarest build name in NBA 2K23. And you guys usually know with rare build names, the builds usually kind of stink. Now this build can pretty much do everything. It can green from half court with takeover, without takeover, and it can still get some of the rarest contact dunks in the game. Now I've had this build stored for a while, but after Donovan Mitchell dropped 71, I thought it would be a perfect opportunity to bring out the rarest guard build in the game, the all-around threat on NBA 2K23. Let me know if you guys have seen this build name on current gen. I have not seen like anybody with this build specifically on this game. Also, for the people that care, I am grinding to legend, so this is just a quick little update where I'm at. I'm almost done with the last 2 season quests, so we'll have 12 of 13, and then we're still knocking out some of these events, and then I haven't even really been grinding points, but I know I can knock that out real quickly. So we will be hitting legend very soon. So I want to get some of these rare builds, especially builds like this, to 99 by the time I'm legend. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how to make this build. I'll show you the animations, the badges, all that kind of stuff. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So for this all-around threat build, you do have to pick a point guard. I just made him look like Donovan Mitchell because I think this is a pretty good representation of him. 6'1", 199 pounds, 6'9" wingspan, and since I went with D-Mitch, I went with a defined body shape. Now what's cool with this build, it does literally everything. It's all-around threat, so we're gonna have a high close shot for those standing layups. If you need to get bailed out, you can do some hook shots. We have a very high driving layup, which is always nice. I'm using layup meter on this build. I hit some very contested layups and only have like an 84 right now with no pro touch, so it's pretty glitchy, especially being on one of those smaller shifty players. Now for our driving dunk, we're only going to go to an 86, but since we are below 6'5", we do get the small contact dunks as well. So we get pro contact dunks and all the small dunks, and once we get slashing takeover, I showed you guys in the beginning, we unlock every single dunk, so it's pretty nice, and takeover is really easy to get this year. We're not going to touch our standing dunk, and we're not going to touch the post control, and that's going to finish our build right there. So pretty good, well-balanced stats to finish around the rim. Now when it comes to shooting, this build will shoot lights out. We're going to go with an 80 mid-range, but we're going to have an 89 three-pointer. When I tell you guys this build shoots insanely well, and I'll show you the new jump shot that I've been using. I'm telling you, without takeover, with takeover, like I'm shooting from super deep. I wasn't running any limitless range badge, so as I was going for these clips, like some of them I know I had sharpshooting takeover, but with no limitless range, popping from pretty much anywhere, and a lot of people do not guard this far out. So I'm really enjoying this build. How well it shoots is really great, and like I mentioned before, the fact that we can finish pretty much anything in the paint makes this build like its build name. It's just an all-around threat. Then we're going to take our free throw to a 72, and that's going to finish our shooting badges. Now this build is also really good for ISO. Like I keep saying, the all-around threat, we're going to have an 87 pass accuracy, so the passes get there insanely quickly. The ball handle is going to be an 89 for that Hall of Fame quick first step, which is super nice, especially on fast 6'1" builds like this. And we're going to take our speed with ball to an 80. With 75 is the only thing we need for Michael Jordan dribble style, but we're going to go ahead and take this to an 80. And you guys probably have seen from a lot of the clips, the build moves insanely fast. Now I'm actually really eager to see how this works out after I get this upgraded. So for the all-around threat, you do have to upgrade some stuff. Like I know I'm only 6'1", but the interior defense is going to be a 61, so we should be able to stop at least some guards in the paint. Our perimeter defense is going to go to an 87, and that unlocks gold challenger, which is actually pretty nice. Especially being 6'1", you can challenge a lot of those guys I think they're just going to shoot over you. The steal is going to be an 85, and we do get silver glove with this. So you guys know the steals are going to be pretty broken. We do have some block shots, so we have some chase down on us. We're going to go ahead and go with a 63 block shot, so we get silver chase down artist, and we will surprise some people with the blocks that we get. And like I said, this build is an all-around threat, so you have to upgrade some stuff. I know we're only 6'1", but we do get bronze rebound chaser, which honestly is not that bad either. Lastly, we're going with our physicals, only an 81 speed. We're going to have an 85 acceleration, which is pretty nice. We're going to take our vertical to a 78 and then dump the rest onto our stamina, so we have a 91. That's going to finish our build. Look how many badges we end up having: 24, 24, 22, and 21. I mean, I guess you understand why this build is called an all-around threat. Plus, if you have any extra badges, I would definitely recommend throwing them onto playmaking. You get a lot of Hall of Fame badges on this build, so I would do that, and that's what I'm pretty sure I did. I'll show you guys what I ended up making after this. Really solid takeover options. I use slasher and sharpshooting for Donovan Mitchell. You get playmaking, you get lockdown take if you want to go to the one score with this build. And as you guys can see, you have built the all-around threat: De'Aaron Fox, Maurice Cheeks, and Fred VanVleet. Like I said, I have not seen pretty much anybody with this build on current gen, especially at 6'1". And I know a lot of you guys have rebirth by now, so I upgraded this build from a 60 to a 90, and this is how I went about doing it, just so it's playable a little bit. 66 pass accuracy, so if you want to grind my career, you can definitely do that. Obviously, I won the Hall of Fame quick first step, the highest three-pointer that we can get, the contact dunks, pretty much all the layup packages. I didn't go that much into defense quite yet, but I will upgrade this probably next. We've got some of the physicals done. I didn't go with any vertical, but I have not noticed me like not dunking the ball well at all or anything like that. And like I said, I did add the extra badges to my playmaking, as you guys can see at the top. But this is what I've been running with as I just grinded this build just a little bit, and I've been playing a little bit of the 1v1 court. These are the badges that I've been using. And here are the animations. When I have a build like this, I usually use Steve Francis sides up. I've been using John Wall escape. I might go back to just using Kevin Durant. I don't know, for some reason I like it, but I'm using John Wall right now. I'm using D-Mitch for the moving crossover. Of course, Zach LaVine, basic spin, his hesitation, the Lucas step back, all that good stuff. I've been switching between Devin Booker and normal dribble pull up. I'm using Steph Curry's spin jumper, which is pretty solid. I'm using Trey's hop jumper. I don't really like it that much. I would either recommend using AI or maybe using Stephen Curry. Pro 2 is also pretty solid. Dom Rand's layup package I really do like. It has that nice wraparound behind the back animation. The dunks, I'm only using certain stuff like Westbrook and Morant and like quick drop offs, so like nothing too crazy. But if there's any cool dunk packages you guys see, let me know if I should try any of those out. Like I said, we do get all the pro contact dunks. We don't get any of the elite ones, but we do get those in takeover. And we also unlock the small contact dunks, which are actually pretty solid this year. I like a lot of the dunks that are in this package. So here's the jump shot that I have been using. I've been using Kevin Porter Jr. It kind of has like a look of a set shot because he doesn't jump that high. Oscar Robertson is the release 1, Darius Garland as the release 2. Here's the blending speed. I went max speed with a 70-30, and it's been pretty nice for me so far. And all these new builds that I make, I'm going to start showing you guys the face creations because I know some of you guys are asking for it, so I'll go ahead and do that real quickly. I hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know what you guys think about this all-around threat build name. I think it's one of the coolest build names in the game. The build's actually playable with. I will be getting some gameplay on this build soon, and of course the legend grind is going to continue, so make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel because you don't want to miss any of these other videos that we've got. But until next time, it's been your boy Dignified. I'm out. Peace.